It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. Here are the five for Minneapolis. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Irving is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Bryant. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in its center. And for Toronto, Scotty Barnes is out there with Walter. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Boucher in at the fourth. So Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got those players made out. New York and Indiana, they were terrific in helping those teams. How did the Raptors make out when all was said and done?
Both of those players were upcoming free agents. It was difficult to judge the trade market. But with that said, the Raptors were able to get draft picks plus young, exciting talent like Canadian R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. But let's factor in the biggest key here. It's Scotty Barnes. He is their future. He's their untouchable. He's who that front office feels great about as their cornerstone moving forward.
Love Barnes. Love him.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Olynyk, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
One shot. And that one falls for Olynyk. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to Nowitzki. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant.
And few big men can shoot it like Nowitzki.
Barnes kicks to Barrett. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
For Minneapolis, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Pass to Bryant. And another 3 for Minneapolis.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Boucher passes to Olynyk. Banked in off the glass. Olynyk's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And he comes up with the deuce. 9 points for Kelly Olynyk.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Nowitzki for 3, and another 3 for Minneapolis. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, onside Barrett. Back to Barnes. Pass to Walter. Olynyk with it. Abdul-Jabbar covering. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Minneapolis making a change here. Jokic is checked in. How expansion is coming, Shams. Is the league ready, in your estimation, for some more cities and new teams?
The NBA seems to be ready. I think I'm ready. Kevin, are you ready? Because the last expansion was, 20 years ago? That's the longest wait for this league since it began. And so I think Adam Silver and this league are going to take their time and really figure out exactly where they want to expand to. But the question is, Kevin, are you ready?
I am always ready. I know the league is looking even overseas or even maybe south of the border for a possible new entrant. But the league has got so much talent on the bottom half of these rosters. I definitely think it's time.
And there's a great appetite, a great desire for a lot of these cities, not only in the States, but also abroad, like you said, to go bring in an NBA team to their city and bring some of the talent, the marquee names to their city.
Oh, it'll be terrific. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Darko Rajakovic and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
Two on the clock. And another basket for Toronto.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Floats it up for Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Now, here's Olynyk. He's got 20. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Toronto making a change here. Abaji's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Larry Bird's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. Six to shoot. Toronto working the ball around now. Olynyk. And it's sent back by Jokic. Bird way outside. It's rebounded by Barrett.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Abaji. Barrett the pass to Olynyk. Over Bird. He finds that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Olynyk's got 22. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
Well, you and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Now here's Barnes, and here's the fast break. Jokic with the steal. And a deep three from Bryant. And it's Toronto with the rebound. This is the first they're seeing of Minneapolis. Barnes dishes to Barrett. Pass to Boucher. Now Barrett, just 5 on the clock. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Barnes. And now just a 3-point Minneapolis lead. Now Jokic outside Kobe. Three-pointer, Bird. Good on the three-point shot. Bird's got 6.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now here's Olynyk. 26 points for him.
He's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Bird finds Irving. And here's Kobe. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Firing back. Kobe enjoys any opportunity to tap his competitive spirit.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Minneapolis. Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding. Here's Barrett following the basket by Giannis. And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. Connects from three-point range. Jokic has got 5 now.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Pass to Bird. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got his 6th assist on the night. Raptors trail by 12. Now here is Pirtle. Here's Shed. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Walter. Toronto working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Hey, if you're going to foul Pirtle, get your money's worth. You have to make sure you're really whacking. He's extremely good at finishing through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
Minneapolis leading by 9. Outside, Kobe. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Another one falls for Minneapolis.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pass to Walter. Pirtle with the ball. Here's Shumshay, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so it's Minneapolis holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Another thing they've done really well, I think, is get quality shots from behind the three-point line and knock them down, too.
So on the floor for Minneapolis. Tatum out there with Jokic. Then there's Bird. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Irving in at the 2. Now here is Pirtle. Last game he had 10 points. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Here's Abaji. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Abaji's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Toronto. Inside. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break Toronto. Here's Walter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Julius Irving.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
He's off on the first. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care.
Luka showing a lot on that play.
That's just a high IQ pass by Magic. Knew exactly when and where to move the rock.
Pass to Pirtle. Back to Temple. Here's Abaji. Here's Shumshay, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Once Magic gets the ball inside, he's about at the rim. Even the contact, not enough to foul him up.
Pirtle against Jokic. Pirtle inside. Toronto working the ball around now and taken away by Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the triple. And it's a 10-point Minneapolis lead.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Nowitzki's checked in for the Lakers. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Pass to Agbaji. Back to Temple. Here's Walter. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Walter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Irving kicks to Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
A little extra magic for the fans on this play. Rising up for the slam. Well done.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Raptors trail by 10. Pass to Agbaji. Here's Shumshay, defended by Nowitzki. Pirtle inside. He's against Jokic. Rocket 2. Walter, good.
And Pirtle does just a little bit of everything for this team. A big man that has excellent passing skills.
On its way from Irving for 2. Another one falls for Minneapolis.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Jokic against Pirtle. Back to Temple. Here's Walter. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
To the middle. It's stolen. Here's Shumshay. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Pirtle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
Temple, the pass to Olynyk. Yep, that one goes in there. Olynyk's got 31.
And, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
The shot by Bryant, no good. Looking at Minneapolis, they took the win in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Back to Temple. Pass to Agbaji. Olynyk against Irving. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Olynyk.
And he is pouring it on here offensively. Olynyk looks to be warmed up.
And it's Jokic missing. Agbaji, the pass to Temple. Lets it fly. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Bangs home the trifecta.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Pass to Pirtle. And here is Olynyk, covered by Irving. The shape goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Julius Erving.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olenek has some lift.
Raptors have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. Both teams deciding to change it up.
What's up?
Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Charlotte.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Pass to Boucher. Here's Walter. Outside Barrett. Now Barnes. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Shot clock at 5. Barrett dishes to Barnes. Here's Walter. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Puts up a deep 3. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Barrett with the ball. Picked up by Kobe. Pass to Boucher. Here's Olenek. And the rejection by Bird. Down low. Here's Jokic. It's blocked. Barnes up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And the basket by Olenek. Olenek's got 43 points.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy. There at the pass to Barnes. Now here's Olenek. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Olenek's got the lead up to 2 now for Toronto. Here's Nowitzki, and the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Hey, that's on the defense right there. Can't let Dirk get the positioning he wants inside.
Barnes dishes to Barrett. Back to Barnes. Here's Walter. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Olenek, and it's sent back by Jokic. And here's Bryant for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And it's a 3-point Minneapolis lead. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Here's Olenek, and another one falls. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Kobe kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
And you got to be careful how you guard Barnes, especially when he's in attack mode.
The Raptors have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
No good on that one.
And Barnes, an all-around threat, a good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
That one misses. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Minneapolis. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
Taking a look here now at Minneapolis, man. They're in that #1 spot for a reason. Playing well as a team, making it look easy. Definitely the team to beat right now, guys.
Going to take a lot to knock them out that top spot. Until then, this is their league.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Lakers.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Kelly Olynyk displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Walter out there with Barnes. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Barrett Ilkis-Lisa. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And that one falls for Olynyk. Minneapolis leading by 3. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Over Olynyk, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Abdul-Jabbar's got his first 2 points. Pass to Boucher. Barnes sets a screen for Boucher. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Another one falls for Minneapolis.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Raptors moving the ball around. And the shot's good for Boucher.
That's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Kobe. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Back to Barnes. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. For 3, Olynyk hits it again. Wow!
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
Love the response from Dirk, wasting no time answering with his own triple.
Near the three-point line, it's Olynyk, and another basket for Toronto.
He's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down hard and nasty.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect. Chance to check out stats for Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 30 points a game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Pass to Barnes. From 17 feet out. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And when you foul Bryant, you really got to foul him or else he's going to make it an and one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
So much to like about Bryant's game, but the X factor in my mind is his unmatched competitiveness and work rate. This guy has an inexhaustible appetite for work.
First in fast break points, and they were in the top 10 in steals. It was one of those things we always heard about last season. Get a little sloppy with the ball, and they will make you pay.
And with the #1 ranking in fast break points last season, GA, I don't think you get an argument that they were the most entertaining team in the entire league. And he knocks down the first one. Jokic has checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Bryant finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Raptors trail by 8. Onside, Barrett. Back to Barnes. Pass to Walter. Now here's Olynyk. Jokic defending. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries the long-range jumper. Nowitzki's got 20.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Barrett with the bounce pass. Here's Olynyk. Yes, that goes in. Olynyk's got 12 points here in the second half.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way.
Down it goes!
Take that rack
What
down!
a slam!
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Boucher finds Olynyk. Bucket is good. 65 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone.
Kobe rises up and hammers it home.
Boy, terrific timing on that connection right there. Well done both ways.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. They trail by 11. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. And he lobs it up. Irving with the steal. Nowitzki, the pass to Irving. Here's Jokic. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about him. When basketball season is over, he knows exactly what he wants to do and needs to do to take care of his body, but he's not going to be a slave to basketball year-round. He's got other interests, and he's going to indulge and engage in those. He's got other passions, which I love seeing, and horses apparently one of his other passions for sure. A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick Jokic continuing to add to his legacy.
And the basket by Olynyk.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And really deep through that time. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Here's Olynyk. Another bucket. Wow.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nowitzki outside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Nowitzki's got 9 points now in the quarter. Olynyk sets a screen for Barnes. Pass to Walter. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Irving with a clean look. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
How about Irving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc?
Up top, Barrett, guarded by Kobe. Really left alone that time. He's got 17.
And don't be surprised if we see a lot more of that to come. I mean, when he gets going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
Irving for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He is on some kind of roll. Julius Irving making it pop.
There's a good screen. Irving against Barrett. 5 to shoot. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by Minneapolis.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And so Olynyk nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 34. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And got it! Another basket.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Pass to Abaji. Back to Temple. Here's Olynyk. Over Nowitzki. Connects again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
Bounce pass, Temple. Pass to Olynyk. Shot left block. Another one goes. Incredible.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
And he makes the first.
You know, the offensive skill set of Nowitzki is unique. He's a 7-footer who shoots it like a guard from the perimeter. And he's basically got an unblockable turnaround jump shot as well.
The Raptors making a switch here. Dick's checked in. Both free throws good from Nowitzki. 1:32 left in the 3rd quarter. Temple, the pass to Olynyk. And another one falls.
The good times keep rolling. Now tied for 2nd all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws everything at him, but he still is scoring.
When Kobe did what he did back in 06, I never thought we'd see something like that again. But tonight has been an absolute legendary performance. I'm still in shock that we've seen 81 twice now.
Bryant outside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Pass to Shumshay. Right wing. Here's Olynyk. It's good.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
From deep, Jokic. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Battle passes to Olynyk. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
17 seconds left to play in the 3rd. 6 on the shot clock from deep three-point land. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander fires from way outside. And so it's Minneapolis holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Bird. Magic Johnson is out there with Kobe. Then it's Nowitzki. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Here's Temple. Pass to Shumshay. To the paint. And he makes that one. Mobo's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Toronto.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
From deep, Jokic drills the 3-pointer.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
To the inside, Mobo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Minneapolis.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Minneapolis leading by 16. Pass to Kobe. Oh, the lob to Nowitzki. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Mobo. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Bird inside the 3-point line, and it falls over the rim and in. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Mobo. Inside. Lays it up off the glass. Mobo's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Bryant. Another one falls for Minneapolis.
Well, in general, the mid-range is a sweet spot for Kobe Bryant.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Mobo gets the basket. Mobo's got 12 points in just the second half.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Pass to Bird. The kick out to Bryant. Great play by Bird to set it up.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Down low, Kobe with the steal. From deep 3-point land, Mobo with the rebound. Raptors trail by 18. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Shumshay. Jokic defending. Here's Abaji. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Johnson right side. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, Magic is simply that good and that smooth. Even while being fouled, he gets it up and down.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Raptors. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Minneapolis.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Johnson.
You know, Johnson is really one of the more unique point guards that we've had in the game over the years. And he's able to do it with style and substance.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And that one falls for Olynyk.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
And so Olynyk nails both of them. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Catching up on the changes for Minneapolis, Irving's checked in for Bird, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Kobe. And that one falls for Johnson.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And Minneapolis making a change here. Bird's checked in. Outside Irving. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Bird from the arc. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Barrett setting a pick for Boucher. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Greg, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Now, here's Boucher. Pass to Olynyk to halt the run. And good! There's another.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now.
I don't think it was bad defense at all, but that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You're not stopping him inside.
Barnes down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. And again, it's the Lakers.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
For Toronto, they've gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Pass to Olynyk. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And that one drops for him. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. The Raptors making a switch here. Walters checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Bryant's checked in. Nowitzki outside. Here's the three. Cans it from downtown. Nowitzki's got 6 in the quarter.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Pass to Barnes. Olynyk, a screen on Gilgeous Alexander. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan. Then on Monday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Denver Nuggets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Catching up on the changes for Minneapolis, Jokic, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Antetokounmpo comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Johnson in for Kobe. And here's Bird for three, and another three for Minneapolis.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Boucher kicks to Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Gilgeous Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Here's Boucher. That one falls.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's Johnson, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Pass to Olynyk. Outside, Barrett. Here's Walter. Gilgeous Alexander cover. And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous Alexander made it pay off.
Olynyk, a screen on Jordan. Barrett dishes to Olynyk, and again!
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
And Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Pick up the phone, let everybody know something special has happened here tonight.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
We saw outstanding focus and really good energy from him all the minutes he was on the floor. He was determined to make an impact every time he touched the ball, and he did just that. Guys on both squads could learn a lot from what he did here tonight.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
And listening to these fans, they are ecstatic with the way he's filling it up.
Greg, an incredible game he's having. One to remember for sure.
You know, this man's been lights out, and to put it simply, he's putting on a show, and he knows he's got the hot hand.
And Minneapolis will go with a different look here. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Jokic. Nowitzki. He comes in for Larry Bird. Irving's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Kobe is subbed in for Johnson. And here's Olynyk. Connects again from distance.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Walter. Toronto working the ball around now. And here's Barnes for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Minneapolis.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Shed. Pass to Temple. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. So Minneapolis wins it. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to Dave. Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg.